Today I want to show you a few things that I got this week. The Primary Machine P-10F barrel is here. I've got it in a magnetic block to hold it steady when I do the borescope. A Teslong monitor for the borescope. And then here's my original P-10F barrel and its recoil spring, my P09 barrel and its recoil spring and guide rod. I think it's a CGW guide rod. And then a pistol borescope from Teslong. That's I think it's about 12 inches long, and it's rigid, and it's much easier to use with the pistols than the long rifle borescope that I have here. And the other thing I noticed when I was looking around for the Teslong accessories on their website was that they had come out with some mirrors that I had never seen before. So I went ahead and ordered several. I ordered one for each borescope because I've got two different locations, actually three. I've got the shop, my office, and then New Mexico. Teslong now makes these mirror assemblies in different diameters, and one of the biggest problems I've had is using the 22 diameter mirror in the 9mm and 45 pistols, and that's been a problem. But it turns out they made it, and I didn't know it, but they make the I believe they're 308, 9mm, and I hope 45 caliber. And I've put the 9mm on both the flexible rifle borescope and the pistol borescope, but I'm only going to use the flexible borescope in this demo, and the flexible goes to this monitor. The flexible borescope goes to this monitor with what looks to me to be a proprietary USB cable, but it'll also work with a computer. They give you everything you need there for that. And there's a lot of glare in the shop, so this may not show up very well. I don't think you're going to be able to see anything on the screen. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to run this borescope down this new barrel just to show you how smooth it is. And I'll take the file from the monitor recorder. It uses a little micro SD card. And I'll go put it in my computer and use it like I've been using it, been using the files recorded directly to the computer in my office. So the beauty of this whole thing is that I can use this out in the shop. I don't have to bring my computer out here. And I can use this monitor to record the borescope tracks. And the advantage of that is that I don't have to take a rifle in there with my computer stuff. I don't have to carry the firearms or the barrels in there unless I really want to. And I can also take this monitor to the shooting range if I really needed to. I don't need to, but this will travel better. But the main thing is it's independent now of a laptop computer, and that's the main thing. Although you can still use these probes, the rifle length probes, with this monitor. You can use the pistol length and the rifle length with a computer if you want to, and just save one step, just record directly to the computer. Pistol length version, the standard version, which is what I have, don't come with the correct cable for the for an attachment to the monitor. So I can't use the small ones with this monitor, but I can use it with a computer. And normally if I'm in New Mexico, or where I don't have a shop anyway, or in my office, I've got a computer. So that's not a problem for me. You can buy the Teslong rigid 12-inch pistol borescope fitted with this monitor. I just didn't buy it that way because I've got rifles also. So I'm going to go ahead and make a pass through here and record it on the Teslong. The beauty of this large diameter mirror is that you can maintain the focus distance. With the little one, it would flop up and down in the barrel, and you could never keep the thing in focus unless you let the mirror ride one side, and that made the angle of view a little broad. That's the chamber in. We go through here and they run the button mandrel through the barrel, and it forms the grooves, and then it's stress relieved after that. So this is what that barrel looks like, and of course it's smooth. It doesn't have any chatter marks in it because they used a button to make the barrel. Also, it has a real nice crown on it. So that's what that barrel looks like. Now if I change the barrels, I can do this without making a mess. Like that. I'll show you for comparison my P-10F barrel. The same settings and everything. And you can see it's pretty rough, and it's just because when they cut this one, they either used a dull tool or went too fast or something. I don't know what they did, but it's got a pretty rough surface. And the result is that the carbon builds up in it inconsistently, and then you're dependent, at least I think, I'm dependent on the temperature of the carbon as to how much resistance there is in the barrel. And it'll shoot, I don't remember exactly, 6 or 8 inches high when the barrel's warm compared to when it's cold, with the amount of carbon in it that's shown here. I've run a few patches through this thing and let it soak overnight, so it's already been cleaned some. But it's going to be put up, hopefully for good. It'd be fine for anything except 100 yards. Okay, that's enough. Stop that. Guide rod and a spring, and this is the standard strength spring. It's going to be hard to put in the gun, I think, but I'm going to use it because it's not captured, and an uncaptured spring puts a little more pressure on the barrel when it goes into lockup, and what I want is a consistent lockup. I don't care how hard it is to get the spring installed. The P-10F spring is captured. It's still a flat spring. The P-09 is not captured and hasn't been for 7 years. So I'm going to try that also. So that's about all the new goodies I've got. So we'll try this and see how it goes.